Hello, welcome. Oh, Tarot in the Dark. This is for you, Aries. Thanks for being here. I'm going to look into your situation as it's played out recently and as it will potentially present itself in the future. Excuse me, I was just out shoveling snow. Took a little nap, shoveled some snow. Get these readings in. Thanks for, I already said it, but I do appreciate you being here. I'm still at about like 55% of my viewers aren't subscribed. So if you don't mind, please subscribe. Hit the bell so you know when I upload. It's not been super consistent, but I hope to get better at that. All right, let's see where our Aries people are at. Coming up on Aries season here soon. All right, the High Priestess reversed, and then the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands, you're standing in the threshold of a new beginning, sort of surveying the damage of the recent end, making plans. Plans have been made, you're standing there about to embark, but checking out like the layout of the land in front of you. But with the High Priestess reversed, you aren't in tune with your guts about it. So as you take a peek and notice there's these two, like the two wands she sits between, like you only gain this High Priestess center by attuning to your head and your heart. That's crucial here. You're being told that's where you need to be. So in hindsight, looking at those two, it feels like where you stood looking forward in this past week, you didn't quite have your head in it, or you couldn't bring like your heart center in the, to the table, that sort of thing. Wonder what kind of effects that had. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. So she's majorly focused on like the finer things in life. She's got her finances. That's not an issue. She's pretty indulgent, but she's earned it, you know? Maybe this is what's brought you away from your spiritual center. That whole process of gaining stature or status through the coin's suit. Ooh. So Two of Pentacles, this card does not quite allow for a reversal, and its topsy-turvy energy alludes to its meaning. So there's juggling here, keeping your life in balance. It also it says that the time is now. It's go time. Like with that Two of Wands, where you're pausing before you take that first step, the Two of Pentacles is like the green light that says, okay, go ahead and walk. And all of these, those four, the High Priestess reversed, the Two of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles, kind of read to me like the Fool. And here's the Queen of Wands. And I love her expression here. She's almost got like this attitude of righteous indignation. Like somebody's, you know, she's confident. And somebody just called her like timid or brash or something, that she's like, oh, you think so? No way. No way. So you may have been so busy with stuff that you were struck by some kind of something that inspired like a passionate response, or you know, like something struck you. Could be a feminine figure in your life, because all of these figures, each card that has a person on it is female. You could be the feminine. You know, gender not specific. This is an emotional, and then justice reversed. So righteous indignation. Somebody did you dirty. As you were setting forth, as you stepped into a new beginning, something threw you for a loop here. Aries. Seven of Cups reversed. A choice was made for you. You didn't get the option of pondering your options. What are we talking about? What was the injustice? King of Swords. I was just looking at the Justice card too, and seeing the scales, and I was like, it could be a Libra. I didn't say it though, and then pow, I should have just said it. So injustice, and then the King of Swords. I always consider this like the attorney. The Queen of Swords gathers the information like the paralegal would for the attorney here, who implements not so much the law, but the information at trial. Like the judge is the one who implements the law, or the jury type, you know? But the lawyer has all the information before him, and he puts it in motion. That sort of truth. And the remaining, the balance here, and the crown, the thoughts. Wow, so with Pisces, there was some like judicial vibes. If you're dealing with a Pisces, Aries, maybe check out that reading as a cross watcher. Yeah, so it could have been like some specific, like you stood there at the threshold surveying the damage and saw the truth for what it was, and it helped you make the decision. It took the need for you to make a decision away. You discovered some kind of truth that drew a line in the sand for you, and I get it. Oh, and the Fool's there. So it's your gain. Their foolishness is giving you some kind of windfall. And also, this is a card of independence. So this could be a breakup. It could be severance from a job. This is the entrepreneur card. So taking your future, taking the bull by the horns, you leading the way. And, you know, the Fool reversed. I always feel like that's Maynard from Tool. Looks like him. I've seen him dance like that on stage. Anyway. All right, moving on to another deck, and we'll look into the future for the Aries folks I reach. Please let me know in the comments if it resonates, or if you need to, if you'd prefer sending me a direct message. I'd love to discuss things. I'm always here and responsive to my direct messages, whatever platform you can find me on. I know it's weird. I've got a lot of people who find me on Facebook and will send me messages, but those messages are buried in my message requests, and I have the same name as a girl on Animal Planet. So I get a lot of messages for her. So if it takes me a while, I apologize. But I see them eventually. I'll make it a point to get in there more often, but they fall by the wayside sometimes. All right, looking forward for my Aries people. Aries. Where are you going? All right. There was too many. So we've got the Sun reversed. And this card either urges you to or acknowledges that you have been taking stock or inventory, counting your blessings. Something may have fallen apart, but you aren't even, I take that back. You aren't even, I'm not going to finish that sentence because here's some insecurity. And then the Eight of Wands, which is like a rush of passionate energy. So, you may, in fact, have found yourself feeling insecure. So you're counting your blessings, and maybe you're seeing some of the stuff that you took for granted. You seeing what you were sleeping on, potentially. And that cat's out of the bag at this point. Super high energy, though. All right. The Moon reversed. So secrets revealed. If there's anything that you don't know pertaining to this situation, it will come to light here in the next week or so. So the Sun and the Moon sit like this. I do 3 and then 3 and then 3. And the Sun reversed above the Moon reversed. That's quite the message. Whatever's shrouded in darkness will come to light. And sometimes it takes a real heavy jolt for us to stop and smell the roses and notice all the beautiful things about living that we tend to forget in the hustle and bustle. Four of Swords reversed. So we go from really bright colors to like blue. So, and this was the last card of the top row, and there's blue up here, but then the next two are just blue. So you go, this could be a nod to some like pendulous emotions. You could go from being like gung-ho, I'm gonna get over this, to like shit, this, you know, a depressive episode, something that lays you out on your back. That's the Four of Swords reversed. And then Judgment. Here you are taking inventory, and it's one of these, you know, the pendulum swinging is giving you the perfect perspective to see both sides of the situation. Judgment. On Judgment Day, you aren't going to be shown all the things that you've already like considered, the things you've already apologized for or taken ownership of. You'll be shown the stuff that you didn't realize, or the stuff that you effectively ignored or denied away. That's what's happening here in your living, like that being the day of judgment, like your death day, and like they take your heart and weigh it against a feather. That's the judgment. That's the going over your soul contract, seeing what you did and what you didn't, how good you did. Ace of Cups. So then comes a time where after you take stock and kind of feel the feelings and going through those swinging emotions, you'll start to take care of yourself. You know, what does that look like? Five of Wands. Ace of Cups, Five of Wands, Two of Swords reversed. Oh boy. So we go from like really passionate, fiery cards to blue cards in that Judgment, to a mix of blue and fire in all of these. Ace of Cups, Five of Wands, Two of Swords reversed. So if this is like a person or a relationship, they're coming back. You aren't going to tell them no. You're conflicted about it. But this is the kind of stuff that once you work through it, you'll level up. This is like a karmic connection. There is karma to clear here, and it's important for your well-being overall in the long run. All right, Aries. Thanks for being here again. We'll talk soon.